Big shout out to Sporting Icons, best channel out there.
Alright all, hope you're all well. If you hear any kind of background noise, I do apologise. I'm sat in my car waiting for my son to finish school. Anyway, the British Box Border Control have ordered a purse bid date of February the 12th for Solomon Dacres to defend his English heavyweight title against Moses Itauma. Now, as a standalone fight, listen, as a boxing fan, of course, I would want to watch that fight. As a British boxing fan, of course. Very interesting fight. As to who you think would win that fight, please drop it in the comment section below. Now, I'm all about fairness, okay? And while I do like that fight and I do support Moses Itauma and all that kind of stuff and whatever, but I don't think that he's earned that shot. Genuinely, I don't think Moses Itauma has earned that shot. When you look at other heavyweights out there, such as a Johnny Fisher, he's done more, he's had more fights and he's fought better opposition. So shouldn't he get that opportunity ahead of Moses Itauma? Is it something about a Queensberry connection with that Solomon Dacres is a Queensberry fighter and Moses Itauma is a Queensberry fighter, i.e. Frank Warren? Has that been petitioned to the board and they've agreed? Possibly. Okay, we don't know. But I don't know if that fight will take place because obviously if Solomon Dacres wins that fight, then, oh, listen, that's excellent for his career. You know, he's got on his record a scalp of the heir apparent to the heavyweight division for a lot of people who feel that Moses Itauma will go on to dominate the heavyweight division in the future, the next big bright thing. So no better time to get him. But at the same time, if Solomon Dacres loses to Moses Itauma, then where do you go from there? Because you lost to a teenager, essentially. Now, a lot of people will be picking, and especially in boxing, Moses Itauma to beat Solomon Dacres, and Moses Itauma has called Solomon Dacres trash before. So who knows what their history is? I don't know. In time, I'm sure we'll find out. Will Solomon Dacres be interested in this fight? I doubt it. So I will be very surprised if the fight happens. But really, when you look at it, as I said, Johnny Fisher has done more than Moses Itauma. So in the interest of fairness, he should be getting the opportunity against Solomon Dacres for the English, not Moses Itauma. Okay? Listen, I don't support one over the other, okay? I'm just talking in the interest of fairness. But really, when you look at Solomon Dacres, he's been quite fortunate, really. The fact that in his last fight against Michael Webster, he lost that fight. Anybody who watches that fight knows Michael Webster punched him all over and he got the decision. Is it because Michael Webster's a Northeast fighter? The British Box Border Control seem to have some kind of bias against Northeast fighters. Listen, I can give you a whole list of situations. And yes, it is something that I am looking into. I just need the backing of some people up in the Northeast to help me out with it. But Solomon Dacres lost that fight to Michael Webster. He needed the help from a Sunderland referee to stop a Newcastle fighter in Rob Ismay. Hey, listen, maybe Solomon Dacres would have got Rob Ismay out of there anyway, but I think a few more seconds wouldn't have hurt. Okay, but hey, it is what it is. But Moses Itauma, I don't think he's earned a shot yet. I don't, because once you're English champion, you are eligible for the British. And I don't think that he's done enough in comparison to some other heavyweights out there. I think there are other heavyweights out there who's done a little more than Moses Itauma. I'm not saying that they would beat Moses Itauma. I'm not saying Johnny Fisher would beat Moses Itauma. I wouldn't know. But I'm talking about what they have done in the boxing ring, what they and who they have fought and how many times they've fought and whatever else. I don't think Moses Itauma has earned that shot above the likes of Johnny Fisher and one or two others. I really don't. But hey, listen, this is the board. They have their own means, shall we say. But anyway, that's the news. Will Solomon Dacres take the fight? Will Queensberry want the fight? If they didn't petition for it, will they want that fight? We'll have to wait and see. But if I'm Solomon Dacres, I'm taking that fight. I'm taking it. To get the scalp of Moses Itauma, well, there's no better time to do it. But if he ducks him, then that's also not a good look, is it? So anyway, we'll have to wait and see what happens. Drop your thoughts below. Click thumbs up, subscribe. Catch you next video.